Elon Musk, who has named the new CEO. Last night, there were speculations, and it quickly leaked that this fucking weirdo was going to be the new CEO.
And Julia Borston's got some confirmation on it. Julia?
Yep, that's right. Elon Musk making it official. He's tweeting out, quote, "I'm excited to welcome Linda Yaccarino as the new CEO of Twitter, saying that she will focus primarily on business operations while I focus on product design and new technology." Musk going on to write, "Looking forward to working with Linda to transform this platform into X, the Everything app." Of course, this comes after earlier this morning, NBC Universal announced that Linda Yaccarino, who has been at the company for 12 years, its ads chief, will be stepping down. And just yesterday, Musk announced that he had found a CEO for Twitter, and she would be starting in about 6 weeks. So now we have it officially. It'll be interesting to see how this all plays out in terms of her building up Twitter's ad business after so many advertisers have paused in the wake.
By the way, Elon Musk is a bigger cinnaboo than me. Okay, like everybody always like, Hassan, you love China, you love China, you love eating China, you love eating Xi Jinping's dick, like you're a dick eater. Bro, what he's suggesting with X is literally what China already has. He's trying to do top G shit. The difference is, of course, he's trying to do it through a private corporation without like any government oversight. Good luck as a really uncharismatic and awful business leader. Good luck to Elon for doing that.
Of Elon Musk taking over.
Julia, thank you. Julia Borston. Clearly, she'll be missed at NBC, but she's a force in the advertising market and in the advertising community. Got a hint? Remember when we covered the possible conference a few weeks ago in Miami when she was on stage with Musk, and he made it clear that he was there to help court advertisers and talk about the strategy there with some of his new content moderation policies. And they had that conversation. They were on stage. Yep. Remember, people were speculating then. But clearly, advertising is front and center here, and nobody better.
What do you think, Julia, it does to the emphasis on Twitter Blue, or the $8 a month that you would pay for certain privileges on Twitter?
Well, it's so interesting because here I think is a major acknowledgement from Musk that advertising really matters. You know, up until now, Twitter's been entirely an ad-supported platform. He's been working to build up these other revenue streams.
No shit.
The subscription business. You know, she has an understanding of how to get consumers to interact with ads, and I think that he's going to be deploying her to build up and sort of make that ad business strong, while probably in partnership with her, they figure out how to manage the subscription business.
Bro, I love that Elon Musk is demonstrating over and over again that, like, there are reasons as to why a company runs a certain fucking way. Okay? Like, every single thing that he came in with, that he was like, I'm going to be a game changer, I'm going to change it up, I'm going to change it up, I'm going to switch it up, I'm going to do the switcheroo, was just a fucking major mistake. And step by step, he broke it down only to be forcibly pick up the pieces and put it together again, like a child that broke your favorite, you know, your parents' favorite vase or something. Vase. However you say that word. Fuck. It's like, oh man, that's crazy. You mean to tell me that this fucking website is run on ads? Wow.
As well. But I think it is a major acknowledgement that this is an ad-supported platform now and probably will be for quite some time.
Turns out the person that he picked is like some fucking Trump supporter.
Can I have a quick show of hands?
Is this a moon video?
Who's heard of Tencent? Can I have a great show of hands? Who's heard of Tencent?
Yeah, they want to. Elon wants to do this. Elon wants to make this, by the way. I have to pee really bad. Does anyone have another link? She literally worked for the Trump administration. She follows Cat Turd and a whole bunch of like transphobic people. She's a part of the World Economic Forum. Like, so she's awful for the liberals. The liberals will look at her and go, "This sucks." Okay, here. This is great. Who is Linda Yaccarino? The ad executive Elon Musk has reportedly chosen to succeed him as the Twitter CEO. Let's do a deeper dive into Linda here. There's a lot of fun that we're gonna learn about her. A lot of fun stuff to come. Like spa music that they're playing. Okay, this sucks. I wish there was like a better video. God damn it. Pearl Mania covered it without
Hi guys, I'm stealing a move from Under the Desk News. Like V, I'm on the ground right now because it's Funny News Thursday night. Elon Musk just announced a little bit ago that
I like that he's not yelling. Yes, let's go.
He's going to be stepping down as CEO in 6
I like that this guy, you when you send me his videos, you're like, he covered it pretty good without yelling, okay? We're not doing 7 minutes of reading. Nobody wants to do that, okay? Let's be fucking real. Okay, let's continue.
6 weeks. And people immediately were like, oh, okay, that's kind of interesting. And then he said the new CEO will start in 6 weeks and she is going to be great. Immediately, the blue check marks on Twitter lost their mind. These people paid $8 and suddenly a woman's going to run the company. They were like, no, a female. And they just went crazy. They started losing their minds. And then 2 hours ago, it was finally leaked who the new CEO is going to be. And it's a woman named Linda Yaccarino. Okay. And people on the left immediately started flipping out. They looked at who she's following on Twitter and they're like, yo, there's a lot of crazy right-wing chuds on here. However, the part that's crazy and that Elon picked this person is when you look at her job history. For the last 12 years, she's worked for NBC Universal, which is owned by Comcast. She specifically worked as an ad executive for NBC Universal. That's right. She's been working for the mainstream media, helping corporations to be able to control the actual narrative of what's happened in our media for 12 years. So like people on the right are like, oh, that's kind of crazy. And then it came out that she's been an executive chair of the World Economic.
Can I just say something? It's so funny to me that like baboon-brained right-wingers are shocked when they find out that like a neoliberal corporate girl boss has, with a lot of right-wing values, is seen as like the perfect person to promote to this position from Elon, who they weirdly thought was like outside of that corporate neoliberal bubble when he's a fucking billionaire.
Forum run by Klaus Schwab since 2019. And guys, I cannot stress to you how funny this is. If you just say the words Klaus Schwab to anyone who cares about conspiracy theories, they will just start foaming at the mouth and their eyes roll in the back of their head and they just go, Klaus Schwab! Like, if you don't know who Klaus Schwab is or the World Economic Forum, congratulations. You have a good experience with your parents. Anyway, I started scrolling through her Twitter account. A lot of it I can't see because I don't have a Twitter account anymore. However, I do this little test with some people where I just scroll back to January 6, 2021, because I want to see. I was like, what do you tweet on January 6th, you know? Because maybe she did the Kevin Sorbo, where it's like, it's finally happening. Oh, no.
She was there. No, I don't know if she was, but it'd be pretty funny if she was.
It was Antifa. Like, you know, one of those type of moves. But it's even funnier for hers because she doesn't have any tweets from January 6th. But she does have tweets on January 12th where she's telling people to make sure that they wear masks and that we have to fight COVID vaccination misinformation. This is who Elon picked. This is who is going to lead. So she's being hired basically to be run out of town by the psychos who have taken over Twitter. So it's just a very, very funny evening. It's going to be so funny. If you're still on Twitter, you should leave it. You really should. Delete your account. They're going to sell your information.
She's right-wing as fuck. She worked with Donald Trump. She's a major Trump supporter. Do it? Fuck no, man. What are you, crazy? It's like one of my largest fucking platforms. It's what I use to aggregate news. I don't give a shit that it sucks dick. I want it to be fixed. I don't want it to be fucking... I want it to be fixed so I can use it again like I once did. It's a very valuable resource, okay? There's going to be a Spaces. Like, as in tonight? I've been watching videos of her all day. I've seen and heard enough. Oh my God. Oh my God. Elon Musk made his bed with the dumbest people. And now those fucking idiots who don't understand how companies are run. Now those idiots who don't understand how companies are run by these like ghouls, these fucking ghoulish figures who have identical political perspectives to them, by the way, are upset. Budweiser 2.0 coming soon. And this is hilarious because, like, Linda, who I'm sure sucks ass, can't just go off and behave like Elon Musk and be like, no, you don't understand. Like, I hate trans people, actually. Like, she can't do that. You want to know why? She can follow libs of TikTok, but she can't come out of the gates and swing like that because then she'll lose her valuable contracts and you know, multiple decades long relationships that she has cultivated with the agencies. Her job is to literally be the foil. Her job is to literally be the mainstream figure with established relationships with like Ogilvy, so that they can bring these fucking advertisers back on the platform. So you're not seeing the same, like, Jesus actually did something called Agape, getjesus.com ads. I don't want to see those ads anymore, man. What the fuck are my cookies doing? That, like, they think I want to see Jesus Christ.
He's stepping down as the CEO. He said that he's bringing in an unnamed woman to take over the job, and
Elon Musk is stepping down as CEO of Twitter and appointing a random unnamed woman, so I think Twitter is probably going to fail within the next year. And this is not that I think that she's not up to the task. This is a phenomenon identified in 2005 called the glass cliff. This is basically when male leaders make a huge mess, they leave, and then they appoint a woman CEO and blame the whole thing on her. Researchers who came up with the term glass cliff back in 2005 did a study of companies that appointed women as CEO. And what they found is that those companies were significantly more likely to have had some sort of dire financial straits or significant struggles in the prior months before their appointment. So what are they doing at Twitter? Taking out a male failed leader and appointing a woman to clean up his mess. I know he has plenty of stands everywhere, but he is not the type of person to do this out of the goodness of his heart. So in a year when Twitter files for bankruptcy, he has someone to blame.
M. Hut says, calling it now, the prominent Twitter blue checkies like Cat Turd are going to unsubscribe and use some emote like a red X as an indicator that they do not comply. Oh, dude, that's so awesome. And you're so right. I don't think you need the, you know, I don't know, Stanford business analysis like the glass cliff or whatever to recognize that Twitter has been failing for a minute now. And that it doesn't really fucking matter. And that whoever Elon put into that position was coming in to take the blame, because Elon Musk is not exactly, you know, fond of doing that sort of thing. He's incapable of that, which why the fuck would he? He can get away with it. And he thinks maybe she will be able to pull off the impossible. She thinks maybe Elon will be able to pull off the impossible and bring advertisers back onto the fucking platform, which, you know, I don't think he will. That's it. But I do love the idea that, like, you know, I do love the liberals who are shocked that, like, a person in the WEF could possibly also hold these, like, incredibly hostile ideas. you know, hostile to trans people or like follow all these fucking weirdos, right? And be a right winger. I also love the conservatives that were like, wait a minute, Elon Musk is selling out. He's a billionaire, dog. He's not selling out. He's selling in. He's been the system since the beginning. You just never thought so because he said the things that you agree with. Just because he says interesting, every time someone's like, Carl Schwab is, you know, eating, you know, babies for fun at the World Economic Forum, and he goes, interesting, something to consider, looking into this. Underneath dumbass fucking articles like that. Doesn't change the reality that he is a billionaire. The World Economic Forum is built for him. Is built and designed for people like him. It is to uphold the billionaire hegemonic status. It is to uphold capitalism. You just are too stupid to recognize it. This is why I always say everyone's a liberal. Everyone is a neoliberal. Doesn't matter what your personal policy positions are. Doesn't matter what your, you know, doesn't matter what your projects are. You know what I mean? Your little pet projects on the side are. It don't matter. You're a fucking liberal. She's a liberal. Elon's a liberal. They're all fucking liberals. In the economic sense, not in like the IDPAL sense. I don't give a shit about that. No one cares. All that stuff is just a distraction. Those issues still obviously matter. And some people are advocating for, you know, marginalized communities out of the kindness of their hearts and out of an empathetic understanding of the world. But ultimately, in positions of power, people only use that as just a way to get ahead or just a way to distract the working class. That's why I abhorred the idea, like, whenever people are like, Hassan, you're a lib, I'm like, I'm not. There's a distinction with the way I see the world. I might have some libbed up beliefs that you associate with liberalism, like, I don't know, caring about marginalized people. You know what I mean? But ultimately, my worldview is not that. I don't believe that the markets can solve anything. I'm cleaning up a little bit in here because I made not a mess necessarily, but I gotta make sure that like my food isn't left out like this. 1 second. Anyway, I'm happy that these fucking idiots are disappointed. And in that endless disappointment, what have they done? Excited to announce that I've hired a new CEO for X/Twitter. She will be starting in 6 weeks. My role will transition into being the executive chair and the chief technology officer overseeing product software and SysOps, system operations, right? Systems and operations. To the Moon says, she, well, there goes the neighborhood. Twitter was nice while it lasted. Women are always the ones to usher in radical leftism. 700 likes. She appears to be MTF, male to female, which is an outdated terminology being used by a transphobe here. The current updated terminology on this would be, AMAB, assigned male at birth. But the transvestigators are in. Usher in the transvestigators. Congratulations to Twitter's new CEO. Must I remind you that MTFs have fake boobs along with a banana? First of all, that's not Twitter's new CEO. That would be fire if she was Twitter's new CEO. I mean, holy fuck, I would use Twitter extra hard. I would use Twitter more than I ever have used Twitter. I don't know who the fuck this person is, but I'm pretty sure that's not Twitter's new CEO. MTF is fine. My trans mutuals use it all the time. I think it is, but you never know. Okay, trans people sometimes switch up the terminology, but from what I understand, AFAB or AMAB is better.